What if the moon suddenly disappeared? Imagine looking up at the night sky one evening and noticing something strange. The moon, our constant companion for billions of years, is gone. No glow, no crescent, no full moon shining down, just darkness and stars. What would happen to Earth if the moon suddenly disappeared? The first impact would be psychological. For as long as humans have existed, the moon has inspired myths, religions, art, and science. Its disappearance would leave a haunting emptiness, changing our cultural imagination forever. But the real consequences would go far beyond emotions. The most immediate change would strike the oceans. The moon's gravity is what drives the tides on Earth. Without it, tides would shrink to just 1/3 of their current size, driven only by the sun's weaker gravitational pull. Coastal ecosystems that depend on tidal flows would collapse. Creatures like crabs, clams, and many fish rely on tides for breeding and feeding cycles. Without strong tides, entire marine food chains would be disrupted, leading to extinctions and threatening fisheries that humans depend on. But the moon doesn't only control the oceans, it also stabilizes Earth's tilt. Right now our planet is tilted at about 23.5 degrees. The moon's gravitational pull helps keep it steady. Without it, Earth's tilt could wobble chaotically over time. This wobbling tilt would throw our climate into turmoil. Sometimes Earth could tilt much more, creating extreme seasons with scorching summers and brutal winters. At other times, the tilt could shrink, leaving the planet with little seasonal change at all. Such instability could devastate ecosystems and agriculture. Human civilization would struggle to adapt. Imagine growing crops in a world where seasons constantly shift unpredictably. Some years, farmlands might freeze too long. Other years, they might dry out completely. Global food security would be at constant risk. Another subtle but important change would happen in the night sky. Without the moon reflecting sunlight, nights would be much darker. Stars would shine brighter. But the absence of moonlight would make human navigation and nighttime activities far more challenging, especially before the invention of modern lighting. For nocturnal animals, the disappearance of the moon would be devastating. Many species evolved to hunt, hide, or migrate according to the phases of the moon. Sea turtles, for example, rely on moonlight to find their way to the ocean after hatching. Without it, survival rates would plummet. Predators like owls, bats, and big cats that use moonlight to stalk prey would need to adapt quickly. Entire ecosystems could be reshaped simply because the moon's glow was no longer there. Culturally, humanity would face a void. Poets, artists, and dreamers across civilizations have drawn inspiration from the moon, from ancient calendars to modern space exploration. The moon has always been part of our story. Its disappearance would erase centuries of mythology and shift how we understand the universe. But let's go further. Without the moon's tidal influence, Earth's rotation would also change. Right now, the tides act like a brake, very slowly slowing Earth's spin. Without this effect, days on Earth would shorten more slowly than they should. Over millions of years, this would alter how life evolves and adapts to time cycles. Astronomers would also lose their closest stepping stone to the stars. The moon has always been humanity's first destination in space travel. Without it, our path to exploring the cosmos would look very different. Mars might have been our first target instead of the moon. And what about Earth's past? Without the moon, life might not even have developed as we know it. The tidal pools created by lunar gravity are thought to have been key environments where the building blocks of life first formed. If the moon had never existed, humans might not be here at all. On a cosmic level, Earth would become more unstable. The moon acts like a shield, absorbing impacts from asteroids and comets. Without it, Earth would face more frequent and more devastating collisions, raising the risk of extinction events. Nighttime astronomy would become both easier and harder. Easier because the dark sky would reveal more stars than ever before. Harder because the moon has always been our reference point in observing, mapping, and measuring the universe. Its absence would force a shift in astronomy itself. Over generations, humans might adapt by creating artificial substitutes. Perhaps massive satellites could be launched to mimic moonlight or stabilize Earth's tilt. Advanced civilizations might try to engineer tides artificially to protect ecosystems. But this would demand enormous technology and energy. Philosophically, the absence of the moon would remind us of the fragility of our existence. We take it for granted as a permanent part of the sky, yet if it were gone, our world would unravel in ways most people never imagine. The question then becomes, what caused the moon to disappear? Is it destroyed in a cosmic collision? Was it pulled away by another massive body? Or did some unimaginable force remove it instantly? Each possibility would create additional consequences, from meteor showers to gravitational chaos. If the moon were shattered, debris might rain down on Earth, triggering catastrophic impacts across the globe. If it drifted away slowly, humanity might have time to adapt, but the long-term effects would still reshape life on Earth forever. In the end, the disappearance of the moon would be more than just losing a beautiful object in the night sky. It would tear apart ecosystems, destabilize climates, and alter the trajectory of civilization itself. The moon is more than a silent rock orbiting Earth. It is a guardian, a stabilizer, and an inspiration. Without it, life on Earth might not just be different, it might not survive at all. So next time you look up at the moon, remember, it's not just a pretty sight. It's one of the main reasons we are here. Living on a planet where life could flourish. The moon's disappearance may just be a thought experiment, but it reminds us how delicately balanced our world truly is.